Last time we explored the unreconcilable disagreement in the Gospels about who exactly his first followers were. Look again at those two different lists. Big differences. Both can't be factually true. But we need to also look at the other contradictions and inconsistencies at work here among the different Gospels. For example, where exactly was John the Baptist when Jesus began his ministry? According to Mark chapter 1 verses 14 through 20, Jesus did not proclaim his gospel or call his first followers, Peter, Andrew, James, and John, until after John the Baptist had been arrested. But according to the gospel we call John, we get a completely different story. Jesus' first disciples, those being Andrew, Lazarus, Simon Cephas, Philip, and Nathanael, all became Jesus' followers at the same time John the Baptist continued his own ministry before being arrested. So according to John, the Baptist goes on baptizing, dipping people alongside Jesus' own movement. In fact, well into chapters 3 and 4, Jesus and his followers are bringing Israelites into their faction, all the while John the Baptist and his followers are doing the same with their coalition. What gives? Well, again, folks, it's okay. Because the Gospels were not written with our 21st century Western obsessions for historical facticity and precision. The Gospels are not biographies. They were not written for, by, or about Americans. But American and other Western Christian fundamentalists sure go crazy when people like me easily show that our sacred scriptures abound with contradictions and disagreements about so many things. So they use what they wrongly think is orthodoxy like a shield or a cloak to hide in fear. But they ought not to be afraid. The Bible is not inerrant in the way they think. Inspiration doesn't work that way. If there is any inerrancy to Scripture, it would have to be salvific inerrancy, not cognitive. It just doesn't all agree. And guess what? It doesn't have to either. Why? Because truth is greater than factual truth. Truth is greater than everything lining up in perfect, fact-precise consistency. You know, every Christmas season, Bible Alive Presentations, this YouTube channel, shows gospel contradictions and disagreements galore between the infancy narratives. And there are many other examples that we need to explore in the Gospels. For example, look at how Mary, the mother of Jesus, gets depicted between different Gospels. According to Mark, at the beginning of his ministry, Mary and the biological relations come to Jesus to drag him away because he was behaving crazy. They want to prevent his mission. See? But in stark contrast, according to the gospel we call Luke, Mary and the relatives wish to join Jesus and his ministry. And in the gospel called John, the ministry begins with a wedding at Cana, and the mother of Jesus, a name by the way, is there, kicking the whole thing off. Folks, what we're looking at there is a major disagreement between Gospels. And I can list many, many more. And I'm going to do that so that you can all be inoculated from the disease, the pandemic that is fundamentalism.